We're reading Rebbe Nachman's advice. We're on the praise of Rebbe Nachman. 1. As a small child, the Rebbe decided that he would detach himself completely from this world. He wanted to break the desire to eat, but because he was young, he thought it would be impossible to forego his regular meals. He decided that he would swallow his food without chewing it. In this way, he would not derive any pleasure from the food. He continued doing this until his throat became completely swollen. When the Rebbe recounted this, he mentioned that he was only 6 years old at the time. We once heard of a great tzaddik who swallowed his food without chewing it, and this was considered very unique. The Rebbe did this when he was just a child. 2. As a young child, the Rebbe wanted to literally fulfill the verse, "I have set God before me constantly." He continually tried to depict God's ineffable name before his eyes. Even while studying with his tutor, his thoughts were so occupied that he often did not know his lessons, making his teacher very, very angry. Despite this, the Rebbe acted like a normal child his age, playing, jumping, and taking walks. He behaved this way constantly. 3. When he became bar mitzvah, his uncle Rabbi Ephraim of Sadokov called him and pronounced over him the verse, "Today I have begotten you." This verse speaks of the day a person becomes bar mitzvah, as discussed in the holy literature. His uncle then spoke to him briefly regarding religious devotion, and these words were as dear to the Rebbe as if he had found a great treasure. The Rebbe was married soon after this. Immediately after the wedding, he burned with enthusiasm, deeply yearning to serve God. Day by day, he moved further and further along this path of devotion. 4. While still a child, the Rebbe began to devote every possible moment to his sacred studies. He would pay his tutor 3 silver coins out of his own pocket for each page of Gemara taught. This was in addition to the regular tuition paid by his father. The Rebbe would add his own bonus for each page, so his tutor would exert himself to teach him many pages each day. The Rebbe's plan succeeded, and his tutor taught him a considerable amount every day, collecting his 3 extra coins for each page. 5. This is the way the Rebbe served God. All his devotions were concealed to such an extent that not a single person knew about them. He kept everything well hidden, cloaked in great secrecy. At first, the Rebbe's way of serving God was one of extreme simplicity. He did not resort to any sophistication, but walked a very uncomplicated path. When the Rebbe was involved in his devotions, he did everything with great strength and effort. No form of devotion came easily. The Rebbe literally had to lay down his life in many cases. Each thing required tremendous effort, and he had to work hard each time he wanted to do something to serve God. He had thousands upon thousands of ups and downs. The most difficult thing was to begin to serve God and accept the yoke of true devotion. Each time he would begin, he would also find himself falling. He would then begin anew and stumble yet another time. This occurred countless times, over and over again. Finally, the Rebbe resolved to stand fast and maintain his foothold without paying attention to anything else in this world. From then on, his heart was firm in its devotion to God, but even so, he went up and down many times. By then, however, he had determined never to abandon his devotion, no matter how many times he fell. No matter what happened, he would remain devoted to God to the very best of his ability. 6. The Rebbe became accustomed to constantly begin anew. Whenever he would fall from his particular level, he did not give up. He would simply say, "I will act as if I am just beginning to devote myself to God, and this is the very first time." This happened time and again, and each time he would start all over again. He would often begin anew many times in a single day, for even in the course of a day, there were many times when he would begin to fall away from his high level of devotion, but each time he would start again. No matter how many times it happened, even within a single day.